What's good with you folk? Um, I want to read something to y'all, man, and I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. And and of course, it was made by Teal, a woman that I follow on YouTube and Instagram. And I'm gonna speak on what she said. And it says women believe and have been led to believe that a man being in love with her and or being sexually attracted to her means that he is going to act in her best interests and lend himself to her well-being. This creates a sense of security, but this sense of security is actually false. um, she had posted this, I'm going to say, less than 2 hours ago, I want to say. And like I said, I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about it, yo. But what she just said, yeah, I absolutely fucking agree with it, yo. Because and this is from my experience, by women feeling that they can be attracted to men, it means that they feel that they are going to be in a safe zone, by, the men who they're attracted to. And, they do the deed, they sleep with each other or whatnot, right? And then a real life situation comes up, and then next thing you know, that safety, that security is gone because, you know, an argument, came about. Now, as a man, don't get me wrong, yo. I know what it's like, man, when you see a woman and you're like, oh, damn. And you tagging your boys and all, like, y'all see this shit right over here, son? I get it, man. Believe me. You know, but the thing is, too, also, man, and this part is coming from me. I'm pretty sure there's other people that may end up, feeling this way. Is that with when it comes to safety and security and protecting it, right? As I gotten older, I learned to provide that within myself. And of course, the people who I knew, for many years, we've all, provided that safety net or that safety space within ourselves. And then furthermore, we created a village, regardless if we know it or not. So it's safe for every single last one of us to express what it is that they feel, you know, or regardless if it's a topic, whatever it is, whatever the hell's on your mind, even if you have to vent, you're safe here. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're not disrespecting, other people or yourself, then we're cool. You know what I'm saying? So I would think with that, um, say safe space that I created with friends of mine, both men and women, over the years. I learned to take that part of it, that knowledge, and pass it on to strangers and to myself and everybody else. Because we had to learn to say, yo, it is safe for you to express yourself in every way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? So, in order for me, well, hold on, going back to being as a man being attracted to a woman physically, yes, I fucking absolutely get that. But also at the same time, I know that for a fact I have to be able to allow her to express herself in every way, shape, or form. And the way how I would think by her getting to do that, how I want her to do that, right, is to learn how to sit with all my emotions and feelings, basically my entire being, and be cool with it, be safe with it, and protect that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, by me expressing myself and doing it to and expressing myself to other people in a respectful way, they in turn are going to want to do that, with me. And when they decide to do that shit, right? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all got into conversations with people and they done went through some really tough shit that their own family don't even know about, right? So when that person has told you about some deep personal issues now, you already created the safe space and protected it because you put in the work with not just for within yourself, but you expressed it to other people, right? By you doing that, you know, and by them telling you, their deepest personal issues, regardless of what it is that they've been through in life, you have created a safe space within yourself and for them, and you protected that shit. So it's not only that, it's not just about you, right? It's about them as well, especially if you have kids. Because I'm pretty sure everybody has friends. You know what I'm saying? So I would think that it was safe to say it was never about you, even, from the beginning. Excuse me. You know what I mean? Because I would think that you also have to remember that your ancestors um, lived through you, right? Hence the reason why it's called DNA. You know what I mean? So I I cannot. I have to emphasize this. Again, I get the fact that as men, we are going to be physically attracted, to a woman, and I'm pretty sure there's women out there that are the same way. Like speaking of it, but you absolutely have to make sure that that person has a safe space within themselves. You know what I mean? Because if not, and you end up getting into a relationship or you end up sleeping with that person, like speaking of it, it's not going to end so well. So I'll tell you one of, the comment that I left when Teal had posted this, yo. Um, I had written down it takes more than just to be sexually attracted to a woman. To me, I know that in order for me to be in tune with emotions and feelings of others, I have to be in tune within. Was And so with that being said, yeah, I create and protect safety because I know what it feels like, and I will want it for other people. No, and no, this is not for me to control a woman. No, it is. This is not for me to control a woman because I don't want that. It's for her to express herself in every way, shape, or form, and to be comfortable expressing it to me because I took the time to invest it within. So with that also being said, it's not about me but others. Um, so that's what I had commented, under her post. You know what I'm saying? And I know with all the shit that's going on around us in the world, um, it's easy, to put blame and point to other fingers, but sometimes you have to look within yourself, and so going back to the post, right? I'll give you an example, whether you disagree or agree or disagree with it, right? Let's just say that, look at, the women that's on OnlyFans, right? And they they feel that, and then some of them know that a lot of I was gonna say a lot, but there's certain men out there that want to see women, naked. You know what I mean? Because they figured that that's what men want. That's what they want to see. You know. So what did they end up doing? Because this did not just come out of nowhere. This been going on for hundreds of fucking years. You know what I'm saying? So being that they figured out this is what men want, this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna go to OnlyFans, and you're gonna have certain dudes out there that's gonna be paying a lot of money. I'll never forget. There was this one woman. I was watching this podcast. I can't remember what it was, yo. But there was a woman who was on. She had OnlyFans, and she made over 300 grand in 1 month. I was like, good grief, yo. And that's just a month. You know, because you have a lot of men, or those men that pay for her services, who are attracted to her physically. And don't get me wrong, she was a damn good looking woman. You know, but at the same time, when it comes to relationships, yes, you have taken care of your body as a woman, but also has that man invested into himself, you know, of creating a safe space, you know what I'm saying, and then protecting that. And not only that, has he allowed other people to express themselves from their most, it could be anything, from their most deepest fears or trauma, whatever it is. And then when they have expressed that shit, has he protected that space that allows other people to express themselves without no judgment whatsoever? It's more so from a curious standpoint. Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's the way how I think, and I think that's probably the way that Teal was going with it. Because like I've said from before, I agree with her. You know what I'm saying? Because for some, for people's, everybody, people have their own different experiences, yeah. But it still goes down to, the basics of what we want from each other. But anyways, man, that was my little bit on what Till had posted. I posted it on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, um, she's on my Instagram page, and I know that she has a YouTube page too as well, or account, should I say? Um, and like I said, like I always tell y'all, man, y'all continue to take care of yourself out here, yo. And don't forget to fucking enjoy your life out here, man. I get the fact that you got bills to pay, you got kids to take care of, the house to get. I fucking get it, believe me. Just don't fucking forget to enjoy your life. Like, speaking of it, yo. What's that old saying? All work and no play is no fun at all. You make sure that shit applies to you. I understand for some people you may want other people to live a good life and everything, yes, but you damn sure make sure that you apply that shit to yourself. All right, yo. I love y'all, man. I'll catch y'all later on. Be easy, yo.